And she's become an indie artist to someone that's become very international. Personally, one of my favorites. Her voice is absolutely amazing. And I don't know if you've noticed, if you've watched any of the new American series that's come out, you always hear wonderful songs there, which means that she's really made it globally and internationally. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today. You'll be able to ask us some questions a little bit later on. But until then, we will be having a preview into the E! News Asia special featuring Yuna, which will be on the 25th of November, 10 p.m. on E!, which is Astro Channel 712. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, please give a very warm welcome to our VP of Network Development and Distribution, Asia Pacific. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Scott McKenzie.
All right, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us today on this beautiful day in Kuala Lumpur. I've been here every week this month, at least 2-3 days, and I have to say I like Malaysia more and more every time I come back. But today is a really special day, and we're very fortunate to be working with one of the people I think is really Malaysia's biggest rising star on the international scene. Yuna is a fantastically talented artist. She's someone that, just from the first time we met her, I mean, we saw something in her personality. She lights up a room, and we thought she's a great type of artist for us to do a show with that would air not only here in Malaysia, but let's introduce her to fans and viewers all across the wider Asia region. So we did a show, we shot a special. It looks at Yuna's life, her music, some of her other business ventures. She has a great shop, a boutique, out in Subang Jaya that we went to take a look at. She's just filled with creativity, brimming with ideas. You know, and we're not the only people that have noticed it. The New York Times did an article on Yuna last month, and that's really high profile, but she's the type of star that has that potential to reach the wider world. Her music is certainly there.
Malaysia's global superstar, Yuna, coming soon on E! We thought we would treat you to an exclusive performance of a song she played especially for us. This is Yuna with Lelaki.
Kau pikirku apa? Siang malam kau yang punya. Kau datang dan kau pergi. Kau buat aku begini, oh lelaki. Tak aku nak kau beri kasih.
Yuna, the 27-year-old singer, has made it big not just in her native Malaysia, but around the globe. And we're going to talk with her exclusively about her life, her family, and of course, her music.
Yuna, the E! News Asia special, Tuesday, November 25th, only on E!
Hey there, I'm Kat Sadler.
Original style has brought hijabs to fashion to the masses.
I knew that I wanted to always look different from everyone else.
I'm George Young, and I spent the day in a leafy suburb of Kuala Lumpur to get an exclusive, up-close and personal face-to-face with Malaysia's hippest international icon.
What's the weirdest thing you've read about yourself on social media?
She made 5 million ringgit last year. I'm like, where is all this money?
This is the E! News Asia special, Yuna.
About the special, this is something that's important to the company overall. And as you can see, our host, George Young, he was just charmed by Yuna every bit as much as I was. So without further ado, I'd like to invite today's very special guest up on stage. Yuna, please come up and join us.
In the city, moved out there when he was just 17. Just 17.
Welcome, Yuna. So I understand that you've had a lot going on lately. Tell us a little bit about what you have planned for us today.
Hi. Well, today, I would like to share with you the E! Special, and you know, we shot this like a while back, and I'm really excited to share this with all of you. This is actually my first time working with E! So yeah, I'm excited.
It was a great experience for us. We got to go see your shop. your boutique. And if anyone wants to get a terrarium, I recommend you take a trip out to Subang Jaya.
Best terrarium in town.
So I think everyone here would certainly like to hear a bit about the experience. What do you think you're going to have in this show? What are you going to show fans? What will they walk away with that maybe they didn't know about Yuna, the artist and the person, before watching?
Well, you know, like a lot of people, I think my Malaysian fans, I think they know me. You know, I've been in the industry for a very long time, but I don't think they know for sure like the growth that I had. You know, from coming from like a small town in Malaysia, and then performing like small acoustic gigs, and then slowly making it in the United States. So I don't think they know the process that goes on, and I think in the show they will know how I feel about the whole thing, and also a little bit about history, about myself, and maybe I think there'll be baby pictures. I'm not so sure. That's what they told me.
November 25th. Tune in. And now you mentioned acoustic sets, and if I'm correct, you're going to be kind enough to play a little something for us today?
Yeah, I'll be playing Come Back, which is the recent single, and it'll be just me and the ukulele, so yeah.
That is great. So without further ado, why don't we let Yuna make her way over to the ukulele. I'll take that, set that there, and whenever you're ready.
I watch E! All the time when I'm at home, and it's pretty amazing to be a part of something so huge, like it's in the entertainment industry, E's, especially E! It's like a really an amazing platform for me to promote my music and my career, and obviously, having all the viewers, E! viewers would definitely help, not as a I would call it jumpstart because I consider myself like a new artist, there's still a long way for me to go, and but yeah, this is an amazing opportunity. I'm very lucky to be able to do this, to work with E! Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that lots of people are going to know a lot more about your music, but also personally. So if you could maybe tell us a little bit about your guilty pleasures that you have.
My guilty pleasures. Well, I love watching reality TV show. It's a lot of fun, and I feel like it's very entertaining, especially when I don't exactly live that lifestyle, but yeah, no, I love watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and they're crazy, and I know I will never be that crazy, so it's very interesting to see like a set of family who live their lives that way.
So openly, right?
Yeah, so for me, it's like, this is crazy, but I'm gonna keep watching this, but yeah.
I think it's also different cultures as well, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think a lot of people look up to you, because you're such a role model to everyone here in Asia and of course in Malaysia as well. Now, another thing is, you travel so much, you're in the States all the time, you're doing tours. Can you tell us a little bit about when you come back to KL, what do you look forward to?
Wow, when I come back to KL, it's obviously, wow, the food. No, I'm kidding. You know, my family, obviously, my family and friends, and then third would be the food, and then it's non-stop food. So it's like food. So I'll just be eating the whole time when I'm back home.
Yeah, I know that feeling when you're away and all the food in Malaysia.
There's nothing like Malaysian food. Not even like out there. You can't find it. So yeah.
Well, that was my questions for her. So ladies and gentlemen, this is your turn now. Please do ask your questions because you only have the opportunity right at this moment. Now, before you ask your question, please say your name as well as your media house. Just put your hand up and we will have a mic that's passed around. So would anyone like to go first? Yeah, you have to, that's my mistake that I did before.
Can you share your experience working with E?
Well, you know, it was really easy and I had a lot of fun. We had a really nice, intimate interview at my store, November Culture in Subang, which is very convenient for me because that's where I work whenever I'm back home in Malaysia. That's where I spend most of my time. I love my store. November Culture is, you know, it's a place where I can still be creative when I'm back home in Malaysia, and what a perfect way to, you know, have my very first interview in my store. And yeah, it was really easy. You know, I had a lot of fun working with the producers, and George Young was hosting. Hosting the show, and you know, it was really cool. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun to work with E.
Okay, next question. Ryan?
Hi, Yuna. Ryan here from 2.5 Beers. Just a very quick question. You graduated with a Bachelor of Legal Studies degree from University of Technology Mara, is that correct?
Yes.
So my question is, in law, a prison term served for 2 or more sentences is called a?
I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
No
I think he's testing you there.
You're testing
me. Bit of trivia here. In law, a prison term served for 2 or more sentences is called a?
2 or more sentences? What, double jeopardy? Are you trying to get me to say double jeopardy?
Close. I've actually asked you this question before. The correct answer is consecutive sentence. Alamak, you should know this.
Well, thank you for asking me law questions right now. I left that like 4 or 5 years ago.
It's all good.
I need to. So whenever I see you now, I have to study. I'll be like, have my law.
Should be prepared.
Me.
That's the exact ambition here. But we still love you. So make some noise for Yuna, everyone.
Okay, anyone that want to ask a question? This is not trivia. No trivia questions. Thanks, Ryan.
Hi, Yuna. Was from H Life Astro. So I'm wondering, beside George Young, that will be featuring as a host in this E! News special, Yuna, who else will be in?
Well, I'm not really sure. But I'm pretty sure that during the whole time during the interview, it was only George Young, and yeah, I think that's it. But I'm pretty sure they would have like a lot of inserts and stuff like that for the show. It's a half an hour show, so there will be a lot of, you know, other things included besides the interview. So yeah.
So how about like Pharrell Williams or like David Foster? You know,
I don't know, you have to watch.
It's on the 20th of November at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, passing the mic on. Next question. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Susanna from Cosmo. So, which part from the show that you like the most?
I don't know, because all these questions are asking what's in the show. When you have to watch it, I want to share it with you. Probably the turban tutorial, which you have to like watch it, I think. So watch out for the turban tutorial.
Well, as said, it will be aired on Astral, 712, 10 p.m. on the 25th of November. So for those of you who want questions, I'm sure you're very excited. That's why you're asking all these questions about what's going to happen in the show. But do check it out when it airs on Tuesday. Does anyone have any other questions? Ask something personal about her if you want to get to know her a little bit better. Because as said, this is the only chance you'll have. So put your hand up and ask away.
Yuna, in the show, the same person. So can you tell us about the 3rd of December, that program will reveal on the show just now? Your concert or
3rd of December?
Yeah.
That will basically be her intimate concert. It's on the 3rd of December at the Gardens Theatre, Gardens Mall. And if you want to win passes, you need to watch the E-News special and then head to the Facebook.
It's not the Yuna performance.
It's her performance of her, but it's very intimate. So there's only a few people, well, a few is like around 300 plus, which is not a lot of people. So if you want to win the passes, you need to watch the E-News special, and you'll get the answers by watching the show. And then you can head to the Facebook page, and on the Facebook page you can participate in the contest and win passes on the 3rd of December. Any more questions?
Hi,
Yes?
Yvonne from The Sun. Hi, Yuna. How do you feel about opening yourself up to the world this way?
Well, I think at this point I'm used to it because it's in part and parcel of this this job, being a musician, and yeah, because I go through a lot of interviews, so I think I'm used to people asking me personal questions, and I'm a really open person, and even though I'm a little bit private, I keep things to myself, like certain things that's close to me to myself. But when it comes to like sharing ideas and stories, and that's what I do. I write music and I share music, and I share whatever that is on my mind, and yeah, I think I'm used to it. And being on E, it's not exactly like a reality TV show, like showing my life, and I don't think I'll be, I don't think I could ever do that. But this is as close as it gets to sharing, like a really personal part of me to the audience. So yeah.
Well, when it comes to your journey, that's a personal thing already, how you rose from being at these small concerts and becoming who you are now.
Yeah.
I actually also have a question. You performed at Coachella, right?
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
Oh, that was a lot of fun. It was really crazy. I would never in a million years would think that I would be able to perform at Coachella, but this was, I did a show with this DJ duo. They're called Adventure Club, and they're really talented. And normally, I'm not really a huge fan of EDM music.
They made a really good remix of that, though, I have to say.
But yeah, they did a really good job. It wasn't like one of those like.
It's more deep house.
Deep house, and it was really epic. And they did lullabies, and they did. We did a song together called Gold, and they both sounded great, amazing, and on stage it sounded amazing. So I had a lot of fun. It was a huge crowd, probably like 10,000, 20,000 in that tent, and yeah, that was my first experience being on a DJ stage, which is really cool.
Cool. Well, I love the song because they didn't chop you up. They still maintained lullaby, so it still sounds like your song, but still had a good beat to it. Anyone have any more questions for Yuna? Yes?
Hi Yuna, I'm Paman from Singapore Daily.
Hi.
Yeah. I saw a new song of you, Lights and Camera. Yeah, so is it a hint of your new album is coming up?
Well, Lights and Camera is actually from the recent album Nocturnal, and but you watched the one with featuring G-Eazy. Yeah, that's a collaboration that we did together, and Lights and Camera is actually my song, and we did a remix featuring G-Eazy, the rapper, and that was a couple of months ago, and I'm really happy. It just came out yesterday actually. So yeah, that's a part of Nocturnal. But the answer to your question about working on the new album, yeah, I'm actually working on a new album right now, and because this whole year I've been touring and promoting Nocturnal, so this whole year I wasn't in the studio or anything like that. But going back to Los Angeles end of this year, I think my focus will be in the studio and working in the studio and writing and working with producers, and yeah, hopefully I will be able to come out with an album maybe in the summer, July or June, I'm not sure, but I can't promise.
Stay tuned.
Inshallah, but yeah, stay tuned.
Okay, any more questions?
For Malay album, yeah, I'm actually working on that as well, and actually it's not me, you know, like working on an album, but you know, I have like a lot of songs because I feel like when I'm back in Malaysia, I'm always working on singles. So there's Lelaki, there's, you know, the Malaysia Airlines song Langit, and the two songs that I wrote for Legenda Budak Setan 3, and basically it's a compilation maybe of the songs that I wrote the past year or so. So yeah, hopefully that will come out soon, and we're still working on that. So that will be an exclusive release in Malaysia only. So yeah, it's coming soon.
Great, thank you. Any more questions on the floor? Any more questions for Yuna? There's 3 more.
Like Nirvana, No Doubt, and Garbage, and Alanis Morissette. So yeah, because that was, you know, the era that I grew up in, and yeah, that's it. And Fiona Apple. I think I listen to a lot of Fiona Apple when I try to, you know, get back into the studio and I'm writing. That's the, you know, one album that I always listen to.
Very unique voice as well. Ladies and gentlemen, another question for Yuna. Something more personal, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, I am. 3rd of December. Kuala Lumpur. Wow. Food. Makan. makan. Well, actually, I was here for about a month or so already. But you know, when I come back to Kuala Lumpur, I always try to spend a lot of time with my family and friends. And recently it was my birthday, so I got to spend.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. I got to spend, you know, my time with my friends and my family, and yeah, I mean, to me, they're the most important thing in the world. And even though I love my job, you know, I love doing things when I'm back home, but because I work so much when I'm, you know, over in Los Angeles, so when I come back, I like to just chill, lepak, you know, and spend time with the family. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're gonna have the last question. Ladies and gentlemen, one more question. Yes?
I have a very bossy mom. No, I'm kidding. She's over there, by the way. No, she's yeah, no, I think to keep yourself grounded, I think you have to have like a really stern, you know, not stern, but a family who really cares about you. And I think that's one of the reasons why, you know, I always, when I think that I have achieved so much, you know, my family would be the ones who would keep me grounded. So them, and other than that, you know, the fans, I think Malaysian fans, and because sometimes they, you know, they're the ones who've been supporting me since I was like a nobody, you know, like since I came out with my first song, they were there. And so I always remind myself whenever I'm in Los Angeles, I always come back to Malaysia, I always have to give them something, you know, either a song or a single or an album or a show. So I always make sure, okay, when I come back to Kuala Lumpur, I have to, you know, like please the fans. I have to, you know, connect with them at least. And so I think, yeah, I mean, hopefully, you know, I will be able to stay that way for a very, very long time. And yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so we're going to round it up. Maybe we can round out with the last question. 2015 is coming up. Christmas is coming up as well, but 2015, any big plans for 2015 that you can share with us?
Wow, 2015. I'm getting married. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. It's like, oh my god. A year, I think, that hopefully, you know, like I'm working on this new album, and hopefully it will be, there will be something, you know, like, there'll be something special about it, because I've come up with 3 albums now in States. So, not 3, 2 albums with 1 EP, and this will be my 3rd one. So, yeah, hopefully it will be, you know, another pleasant year, inshallah. And yeah, I can't really say, you know, I can never tell, because in 2011 when I came to LA, when I went to LA, you know, like the first thing I did was working with Pharrell. So it's always so crazy about, you know, being in LA, because it's everyone is there and working. So yeah, I'm really excited, and you know, hopefully I'll come back as much as I can to see my fans and, you know, my friends in Kuala Lumpur. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Very humble, down to earth. Please, let's wish all the luck to Yuna, and thank her so much for being here today. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you to all of you for asking questions as well. Some of you have a one-on-one afterwards, but until then, let's have a photo. Now remember, again, the very exquisite E! News Asia special will be aired on the 25th of November, 10 p.m. only on Astro Channel 712. Remember to watch, and for those of you who want to win passes for her exclusive intimate concert, which will be on the 3rd.